What's up, Cooksy Mob? Hey, this is your CMZ version, so if you don't like any of the gossip stuff, I'm even going to get into Jake Paul. I'm going to get into the Nascar driver that was suspended for liking a post on social media. So I'm going to go a little different direction. So if you don't like that stuff, this video is not for you. But before we get into it, I want to thank Complete Med Solutions. That's Coach Rob's brand, where they take your blood and they analyze it, and they get you a program specific to whatever you need. Epic Garage Designs. Check out Epic Garage Designs. If you need an overhead rack, if you need slat wall or anything to make your garage look better, hit up epicgaragedesigns.com. Strapped. Hit up ridestrap.com. Get yourself some Let's Go branding goggles, some sunglasses, or just anything. It's a great goggle company, high quality goggles, just with a little bit of spunk on them. So, and also Precision Transport. If you're sending anything and you've dealt with a trucking company, sometimes it can be difficult. Not with Precision Transport. These guys are awesome. They're very, very customer service oriented. They have refrigerated trucks and they support motocross. So hit up Precision Transport if you need to ship anything, big, small, whatever. But check them out. And then guys, let's get into this.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
I want to start this episode, I want to talk about the NASCAR driver. Social media, YouTube, Twitter, social media rules the world right now, and it is a dirty animal. It's a dirty, dirty animal, and it can make you, it can break you. But I don't understand what NASCAR's doing. There's a guy by the name of Noah Gragson. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not a huge NASCAR watcher, so I hope that I got it closer right. I didn't butcher it too bad. But he was suspended. He liked a post that was a controversial meme. It had to do with George Floyd. I couldn't find the exact meme. But yes, it probably was in poor taste. However you feel about that. But to suspend him for liking it? No, that's stupid, man. Like, how about you let the fans judge him on that? How about you just leave it out there for social implications? Stop with this cancel culture. Allow these drivers, like I said, I didn't see the meme, so I'm not going to judge on whether it was good, bad. I don't want to get into that debate. What I want to talk about is his right to like a dumb post. Let's just assume it's a horrible post. It's his right to like it. And to suspend him for that is wrong. If his sponsor doesn't like it, they can talk to him. If his team owner doesn't like it, they can talk to him. But for the organization to silence him and tell him, you can only like posts that we approve or that we agree with, or if the fans think it was a horrible thing for him to do, trust me, he'll feel it. As an example, Steve Mathis is feeling it from the fans for saying something stupid. That is the kind of repercussions that you get from social media. The cancel culture where they suspend you and zip you up is bullcrap. Like, don't let that happen. That's a dangerous, dangerous thing, and I don't want to see it. So just for that reason, I'm not supporting the post of Noah Gragson, but I am supporting him in the fact that he should not be suspended. I'm going to go with that, and we'll leave that one there. And then at Loretta Lynn's, I got some disturbing information about Ryan Hughes. I'm a huge fan of Ryan Hughes. Ryan Hughes is one of the most polarizing and one of the most genius people when it comes to riding technique. I love the way he talks about hips and knees and locking out. I don't agree with everything he says, but I love his commitment to it, his passion to study it, his passion for keeping riders safe. And while we don't agree, like philosophy-wise, I don't agree with everything. Yeah, I still like Ryan, but apparently he had some outrageous behavior at the ranch. And I'm not going to go into the details of all the things that I was told. I'm going to show you this video right here of what he looked like at night at the ranch, and then you can kind of decide.
Are you fucking kidding? Wait, are you guys fighting? Are you fighting? I'm not even kidding. Get out of my face.
Tell me you gave me a push-up.
Let me show my drink. I'm not
You said you gave me a push-up. Start with you.
So hard,
Start
right?
with you.
You're shoving so hard.
Start with you.
I don't. There's fucking camera.
To me, this looks like a guy who is out of his damn mind. Now, if you want to go do this at a club in the city where they're checking IDs and you know for a fact there's not a kid around and you want to hang your pubes out, I think it's probably disgusting. It's not my choice for life, but yeah, go ahead. At the ranch, this is an amateur event with kids. And yes, they're probably not supposed to be up in this bar, but dude, have some self-awareness. Not here. You're literally hanging your pubes out of your pants and clearly under the influence of something, yelling at this girl who I'm told is 24. Apparently, there's allegations that he shoved her, which crosses the line into domestic abuse. While I want to hammer Ryan Hughes for that type of behavior, what I really want to do is say, hey, you guys saw that video, I just showed it to you. That looks to me like someone that needs help. He doesn't look okay to me. He looks like a guy who is suffering from some sort of mental illness. And rather than trash him for his actions, let's take a quick look and find out what's going on. Is this CTE? Does he have a substance abuse problem? Something's wrong here. And those of you around Ryan Hughes need to take a quick look and check on him. Make sure to me, that does not look like a guy in a good headspace. That looks like a guy that needs help. So hopefully that gets worked out and we get the same old badass Ryno. You know, it's a fine line between insanity and genius. Ryno walks that line, but clearly intoxicated like this, he's over that line and he's in the insanity. And I feel bad. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see somebody who I respect acting like that. I don't want to see a grown 50-year-old man hanging his pubes out at a kid's event. It's not good. And like I said, while I think it's shitty and you should not do that, I think he needs help, guys. So rather than trash him, maybe encourage him to get some help. At Dade City Motocross, a young rider lost his life. You guys know how I feel about safety in the sport. You'll never make this sport completely safe. Racing dirt bikes at these speeds and these jumps, it's tough, and you're going to lose people, unfortunately. I have a lot of friends who've gone to wheelchairs, a lot of friends with brain injuries, I have a lot of friends, and you guys, everybody else in the sport knows this. We all know this. But what I want to eliminate is, and the facts are blurry, and it almost seems like there's a cover-up, yeah, shocker, a cover-up of something like this. This is the type of thing that needs to be brought to the forefront. It needs to be acknowledged. What happened? How do we not do this again? So the story I got, allegedly, was there was a kid, either on a 65, 85, it was a child on a bike, crashed on the downside of a double. While getting up, a big bike jumped it and landed on him. Why are big bikes on the track with binnies? Why wasn't there a flagger on there? There's so many questions that need to be brought up, but if nobody talks about it, how are we going to fix it? If nobody will acknowledge that it actually happened, and yes, I know everybody wants to be respectful to the family because I can't imagine what they're going through. But you also have to understand what the guy that landed on him is going through. This happened to a friend of mine here in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, there was an event. They had big bikes out there with kids. A young girl crashed on the landing of a jump. He came over blind. Nothing he could do. She passed away. She lost her life. It's horrible. This gentleman went through hell. Hell. I believe there were suicide attempts. I believe at one point he checked himself into a mental hospital. The guilt, it's bad. And I don't want to see that at the track. So how do we avoid this? There will always be some sort of tragedy because it's a dangerous sport, but we don't need this kind. Do not, and many parents, this drives me bananas. They say, oh, my kid's faster than most pros, most big bikes anyway. That's not the point. I'm 225 pounds on a bike that's 225 pounds. Your kid could blow past me, but if he's laying there when I come over the jump, that's bad. And he's short, so you can't see. It's a matter of danger. It's a matter of size difference. It's not a speed deal. That doesn't matter. It's not a speed deal. That's why they separate practices. So anyway, guys, if you know anything about this Dade City thing, let's bring it to people's attention. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out and make other tracks aware that this is a possibility. Because a lot of people, I mean, sometimes people take over tracks and they don't know these stories because they're hidden. Guys, if you're watching social media and you see what Jake Paul is doing in boxing and just combat sports in general, is awesome. If you're trying to become a star in the sport of motocross or supercross, take notes. Take notes. He has welcomed in, and I love that Hayden Deegan's might be the guy that's going to do this. He is the anti-hero. He's the problem child. He's welcoming that negativity. You know how much strength it takes to be able to welcome the boos and thrive off of that? But he's getting rich and he's changing combat sports. But make no joke about it, Jake Paul's tough and Jake Paul can fight, but he also understands the entertainment aspects. And I do believe in our sports, we can learn from these entertainment aspects and take those and apply them, not directly, because it's a completely different sport. The trash talk, you gotta find your own way to do it, but be your own personality. Steer into it, guys, steer into it. So anyway, guys, remember, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. I'll get a mic next time. I apologize. I hope the sound isn't too bad, but my mic crapped out right when I got here and I didn't want to drive home and do it, so I just recorded my videos. So thanks, guys. I'll see you later.